We're going, and we are here. We are on the air on the big channel. How's everybody doing with Traveling with Bruce? Bruce here from Creston, British Columbia. Welcome to my show this week, Monday, July the 13th, 2020. Thank you all for popping in to see me today, and I hope you had a great weekend out there, everybody. Want to say hi to all my sponsor members who are loyal followers of this show and, of course, who join me from 7 to 8 o'clock. We just finished our sponsor member hangout show for sponsor members only. And if you'd like to become one of those folks, gosh, I would love it if you did. You can join my channel as a member of TWB. There's a join button probably down here, depending on the device you're using. If you go to my homepage, you probably will find it there. Thank you, all of you who do become sponsor members of this channel, because you get a couple of perks, one of which is the 7 to 8 o'clock hangout show every Monday night and special videos just for you guys. And you get to use special emojis on my channel. And again, thank you, all of you out there who have joined this channel as a sponsor member. It is a big deal to me. It's huge. Thank you very, very much. Also, those of you out there who are, joining me from time to time and who've subscribed, you just watch, my videos and you give me a thumbs up once in a while, or you send me a comment, you tolerate an ad. I appreciate that. Some people ask me all the time, hey, how long should I watch an ad for? Like, I want to make sure you get paid for the ad, like, when I'm watching you. How long should I wait before? Like, can I kill it? And well, yes, you can. Apparently, if you watch 30 seconds of an ad that appears on my channel, apparently, if it's 30 seconds, the advertiser then is charged for the placement of the ad. And so, YouTube collects, 0.4 of a penny or whatever it's not a lot of money. And then I get a percentage of that. So there you go. So you're helping me get rich beyond my wildest dreams if you watch 30 seconds of an ad. I think I get 1/4 of a penny, a third of a penny for every ad you watch, something like that. But, it adds up. What was I going to say also about the advertising? Oh, yeah. Some of you out there watch me, but you don't watch ads. You don't get ads because you're a premium member of YouTube. And I say, yeah, way to go, because premium members, they pay a flat rate per month to YouTube so that they don't get advertising, and then they get YouTube Music and they get other features. For me, the good news is that I get a percentage of that money that you give YouTube every month. I get a percentage of that based on how many percentage points of your watch time I get. So if I get 10% of your monthly watch time because you watch my live show every week or you watch my videos right to the end, I would get 10% of the dough that you give YouTube, less their take, payable to me. Well, I've calculated it out, and so have other YouTubers. We YouTubers, we if it's anything, we are entrepreneurial. We try to figure out how much money can we make doing this. I make more money from people who have premium memberships on YouTube than from people who don't, who just watch the ads. So thank you too. So all of you premium members out there who follow me, or if you want to follow me and get more for following me than just watching me, and you don't like the ads, become a premium member of YouTube. I don't know if it's $10 a month or $12 a month. It's a certain amount a month. You get YouTube Music and other benefits, but you're actually making me richer for every minute you watch me. So however it works. Anyway, did that make sense? I don't know. There's a lot of YouTubers out there who are doing this. They're doing videos and talking about how much money they make when they broadcast, whether live or doing videos. And there's a lot of influencers out there who tell new YouTube wannabeers, guy like me 3 years ago, if you're thinking of becoming a YouTuber, they talk to you about how much money you should expect to not make being a YouTuber. And because my channel is now going to be 3 years old next month, I've been around a while and I've built a following where we're at 56,800 subscribers now. And depending on how many views I get, I make more money or less money on a video. That's how it is. By the way, cheers to all of you watching TWB. I really appreciate you're here. Excuse me. Anyway, if I get a video that I upload, which I did one today, for example, I did a video earlier today talking about the carnival fantasy and inspiration being stripped of all their valuables because they're going to go in for scrap, unfortunately. If that video were to do 10,000 views, say in the first 24 hours of existence, and I was able to get 10,000 ads shown for that video as well, and the ads that were shown were video type ads, not just the banner ads that you see. There's so much money per 1,000 views that advertisers pay YouTube to get a certain demographic audience. So this audience, you folks here, you're a highly desired audience because you like following a guy talking about cruise ships, and people that go on cruises are the kind of folks that usually are not destitute, although some of us do feel it. And so advertisers like to get to your eyeballs. And so if I get 10,000 views and 10,000 ads, and they're all video ads, I would probably make about $40, about $40 So it's 4/10 of a penny per view is what it works out to. So if you watch an ad of mine, or 30 seconds or longer, you've helped me make 4/10 of a penny, and I thank you. And if you get 3 ads in a video, because I did a 15-minute video, you've made me 1.2 cents. Of course, that's American money. So in Canada, that's like $10. It's huge. 1.2 cents for 3 video ads. So that's how this game works. And I'm on 31 days a month, 24 hours a day. My channel is always operating, and people can watch me from the UK and Canada and the US. Of course, it depends on where the viewer is as well. If you're a US viewer, you're the most desired because most of my advertising is for the US audience. If you're watching me from the UK, it's not quite as much as the US. Canada, same thing. Australia, not quite as much. If you're watching me from Mexico, it's much less. You're watching me from the Philippines, it's much, much less. So it all varies and it all kind of averages out. But bottom line, that's the way it works. So if I could do 10 million views a month, I'd be really comfortable. But I don't do 10 million views a month. I think I do about 450,000 views a month. So you could do the math. It's almost enough to live on, but it's not enough to really be sitting back with one's feet up in the air and going, I can relax now. And the other issue I have is if I don't do a video for 2 or 3 days, my view numbers plummet because I am known as a news source. You're used to me delivering updates, and I've got to keep them coming. So if I get really ill with a bad throat and I can't talk for a week, I'm going broke because the channel will go down to 3,000 views a day. I mean, it'll be down to nothing. And I'll be broke in no time. So got to watch those vocal cords and just keep on going. So thank you for all of you who support this channel. However you support this channel, I love all of you for that. All right. So welcome to TWB. It is Monday, July the 13th, 2020. Here in Creston, about 75 degrees today. Pure blue sky out there. Absolutely gorgeous. And we are living large. The good news for us, Jennifer and I, is that it's not hot enough to turn on the air conditioning. I just have a fan blowing over here behind the computer, and I'm quite comfortable. And the electric costs are very, very low so far this year. So we're very happy about that. Of course, the U.S. border is still closed, so we can't go down south. Too bad for that. But we are well, and we're healthy, and we're happy, and it's all good. And so thank you for being here today. If you've never been here before, we love talking about cruise ships, cruise ship news, trends, what's going on. I love to answer any of your questions if I can. Excuse me. Love to give you a shout out. Love to say hi to everybody who watches this show if it's possible. So if you want a shout out, tell me, say hello to me, tell me where you're watching me from. Tell me what's your temperature today. How hot is it where you are? Please throw a thumbs up on this show if you can. You should be able to hit the thumb up button maybe down here. Every thumbs up that you hit will encourage the computers at YouTube to see that this channel is active and it has a lot of flow between creator and viewer. And what does YouTube do? They start to recommend my videos to people who've never heard of me before. And the more I get of that, the more a living I can make. And so there you go. In the last 4 months, I just thought of something to mention to you regarding how YouTubers make money. In the last 4 months, a lot of us on YouTube have taken a beating because the economy, of course, has been heavily damaged. There's no serious amounts of holidays going on like before, and so a lot of advertisers are not advertising. When people don't rent a car from you, you don't advertise a rental car service because when there's nobody there, there's nobody there. If your state is on a shutdown, businesses don't advertise. It makes sense. But this channel has probably dropped. Oh gosh, I think we're down by half. I think we've taken about a 50% hit on our advertising revenues because there just aren't as many ads running now. It doesn't matter how many views I have. Normally, if I do 1,000 views at Christmas time, like last Christmas, I would do 1,000 views for a video. I'd have 1,000 ads. Right now, it's 600. It's only 600 ads. And I only get paid by the ad. And so with a 40% cut in ads, you have a pay cut. And then the second one on top of that is the cost per ad has gone down to the advertiser because there are fewer entities advertising. And so YouTube is not getting as much money for each ad that they used to post. So there's a double cut. So it drops us way, way off. So we're surviving here in Creston. It's all right. And I thank those of you who are picking up Traveling with Bruce merchandise on RedBubble. That makes all the difference in the world. Those of you who are getting Traveling with Bruce COVID masks, this makes all the difference in the world. These have saved us. So many of those have been ordered by so many of you. We now have backpacks and we have duffel bags and all kinds of stuff on our RedBubble store. So thank you, all of you who have helped out. There's the RedBubble logo right there. And as an example, you can pick up, bags like this with all kinds of logos on it. And of course, here are the different masks available. There's the Sextant logo, which you can get for a T-shirt. You can get that on a coffee mug. There's the TWB logo, Traveling with Bruce, one of the earliest ones we ever had. Here's the newest item we have now, these fantastic TWB backpacks. You can get all kinds of logos. Here's one from the St. Thomas area. These are great. And then we have these duffel bags now. Here's a TWB Anchor logo duffel bag. And here's the St. Thomas duffel bag. Look at that. Really cool stuff. Jennifer is working away on getting the logos uploaded to YouTube. To RedBubble. And so down below in my description is the link to RedBubble. And head on over there if you want to support the channel by picking up a RedBubble item. Thank you all for that. And of course, those of you who send me super chats and send super stickers on this live show, you guys are the bomb. Thank you so much for supporting this channel in whatever way you do. I appreciate it. Jennifer is blown away when after the show's over. She'll say, "How was the show?" Because she's in the bedroom in the back, staying out of the way. And I'll tell her, how many views we had and what's going on. And if there's any super chats, I'll tell her about that. And she just shakes her head. She says, "I can't believe they do that." So thank you. All righty. Harley Owens was one of the first to say hi to me today. I heard that Pullman Tour Monarch is sold for scrap and is in the shipyard, and Sovereign is coming in. Yeah, all three Pullman Tours, Harley, are going in for scrapping because the cruise line, which is 49% owned by Royal Caribbean, is now more or less defunct. They canceled all their sailings. They refunded people their money or gave them cruise credits for future cruises on Royal Caribbean sailings. They're still working all that out. But the ships themselves, they've stripped them of all their valuable items. So all the dishes are out, the forks, knives, spoons, towels, bedding, mattresses, the televisions, the slot machines in the casinos, all out and been sold off or auctioned off or whatever they've done with it. And now the ships are being stripped for the metal, the copper wiring, and all that stuff. Unfortunately, so they're not going to be around anymore. And goodbye to Pool Mandura. Devin, hello, TWB family. Hey, Devin, welcome to my channel and show today. Mrs. Brittany Anderson is here saying hello to me. Welcome, Mrs. Brittany Anderson. David Guido, what's up, David? How you doing, buddy? Kirk Brunson from the Big Apple is in the house. Brittany and Kirk, you'll notice their names are highlighted in a green type, and they have a logo beside their name. That means they are sponsor members of this channel, and they are making a monthly contribution to the financial wellness of this YouTuber, and I thank you so much, sponsor members. Tom Henry, another one. Happy Monday, everybody. Back in Richmond, Virginia this week. Hoping we didn't bring anything extra back from Orlando and Port Canaveral, because that's where they were last week. Jan, another sponsor member, is in the house. Jan is the unofficial, official thumbs up monitorer, although I encourage all of you to let me know how many thumbs ups are we getting on this show, because I don't see the live count. I'm just looking at my image off this camera here on the screen. I'm reading the comments, and I don't have the counter anywhere that I can tell. So when you guys tell me how many thumbs ups I have to believe you. And Jan is almost always on it. So hit that like button, please. Jan is saying, Kirk Brunson, I hope you're doing okay, Tom. Florida must be crazy right now. KK21 is here. Hey, from Australia. Welcome from down under. Gary Bruxford is here as well, saying hi, Bruce. Brittany Anderson, Mrs. Brittany Anderson, saying dessert tonight is mint chocolate chip ice cream. I've decided to go very fancy with my dinner tonight. I rarely go for dessert. Now that's going to be nice. I just saw a notification click in that we have a new member. Someone has become a member while I've been begging people to do it. And thank you. It looks like CWeave02 has become a new sponsor member of TWB. Thank you for that so much. Welcome aboard, and make sure to catch the sponsor member live show every Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 1 hour before this show every Monday, and enjoy using those emojis. And thank you so much for joining. This is wonderful. Valen Martinez is saying, hey, how you doing, Valen? Welcome, buddy. Rob Slevin, hi, Bruce and TWB crew. 82 Fahrenheit, sunny here in Lexington. Another great sponsor member. David Peeples is here. No join button on this channel. If you go to my homepage, you might find it there. If you go to my About section, you might find it there. That's some of the ways to do it. It depends on the device you're using. You might need to use a laptop. You might need to use an iPad, iPhone, Android. Soon it'll be everywhere anyway, but YouTube is slowly but surely making this feature available on every device, period. Johnny Fitzuma says hello. David, I'm glad you're thinking about becoming a member. I appreciate that. John Williams, yay, we're on. Thank you, John. Rob Slevin, Brittany Anderson, that's my favorite ice cream. That's a good choice. Chocolate mint. Mickey Mouse, my spirit animal, another great sponsor member. Good evening, Bruce and TWB family. Tracy here from New York City. Welcome, Tracy, from the Big Apple. SLG, hi, Bruce. How you doing? Welcome, buddy. Perry Gervin, hey, Bruce, and everyone else. Thanks for all the info. Please, everyone, be safe and be well out there. Thank you, Perry, for being here tonight. Joyce Giddens is here saying hello. Hi, Joyce. How are you? Mrs. Brittany Anderson, this is one of my favorites, too. Tammy Chapman, good evening, all. Let's all give Bruce a thumbs up. 98 of us are in here. Well, we have 168 now. I welcome all of you who are here from around the world. I know you're watching me from around the globe. It is humbling, to say the least. I take it for granted sometimes. I've worked so hard to build this channel almost over 3 years. Next month will be 3 years. I forget that I got people around the world who watch me. Australians, New Zealanders, from Asia, from Africa, from Europe, from South America, Caribbean, North America, of course. It's humbling, and it's so gratifying, and it's so cool. And when I get to visit a relative, like when I talk to a relative, especially a relative that when I first mentioned that I was starting a YouTube channel 3 years ago, I had relatives who kind of went, "Oh, that's nice. That's great, Bruce." And I knew that in there they were going, he's never going to make it. He's going to give up on it. It's a pipe dream for this guy. And here we are 3 years later, and I have friends from around the world that say hi to me all the time. And when I see my, these relatives, they'll say, how's your channel doing? And I'll go, well, I got 56,800 subscribers, and I've had 14.6 million views of my videos, and I have viewers from 120 countries around the world. And they kind of go, wow. Because what they don't say is, I never thought you'd make it. But they were thinking it. I think we have another member. Yes, David Peeples, you figured it out. Fantastic. David Peeples has joined the channel as a new member as well. That is 2 new members on this live show while I'm on the show. This is fantastic, you guys. Thank you so much for joining TWB, the family. This is absolutely marvelous. I don't often see these show up like this. This is wonderful. Once in a while, I'll wake up in the morning, turn everything on after my coffee and see what's going on. I'll notice, I have a new member, and I got a member overnight. Someone in the middle of the evening somewhere joined the channel, but not live on the show. It's just so I go, yay, but I'm doing that by myself. Where here I get to go, yay, in front of the whole show. So thank you for joining. Nathan, I have forgotten about these TWB thing. Yeah, Nathan, you get to pop up these emojis. That's awesome. That's great. Gary Bonish, hi, Bruce. Camping at Fort Steele. Did a Sunday drive to Creston. Last time through there was 10-15 years ago. It's changed. Now has a Timmy's. We have a Tim Hortons here in Creston with a drive-through, and Jennifer and I will hit it up about these days about twice a week. We hit the old drive-through. Cheers to all of you who are following me, becoming members, driving through town, saying hi. All of you, thank you so much. But yes, Tim Hortons Donuts. Yes, we got one. Gary, nice to have you popping by. Way to go, buddy. Jan, Bruce, the ad tonight was for Tums in French. Well, aren't we getting fancy dancy? I saw an ad this morning on one of my videos, the Toronto Dominion Bank. That's one of the big 6 banks in Canada. That's kind of like Chase Manhattan in the U.S. advertising on your channel. That's like... that's up there. That's a senior class. That's a Class A advertiser. A chartered bank in Canada, one of the big 5 or big 6. I was happy to see that. I was very pleased to see that. Hi, TD Bank. Sylvain. Hi, Bruce and everybody. Sylvain Forest is in the house. I will try to stay awake for the whole show, but the painkillers are fighting me. Sylvain Forest is a friend of this channel of the umpteenth degree. And Sylvain has been not well lately. It's probably been 5 weeks or so that Sylvain has been in the hospital in Florida, and I'm just so happy that Sylvain is well enough to try to join us on this show. He's a sponsor member. He was on my earlier show, and Sylvain, I can't wait for you to get the heck out of there and get back home where you belong with your wife and your father, and get back to normal. I just hope and pray that it is sooner rather than later. So welcome, buddy, but rest yourself and just please get better. Jeff G is saying, Bruce, I'm giving you thumbs up. David Peeples, I am one of those. Nice not to have ads. It's $9.99 a month for the to be a YouTube premium member. David Peeples, he's a premium member and now a member of my channel, which is awesome. David doesn't get ads, and so by watching me on YouTube, every minute he watches me, every second is calculated by the computer. And at the end of the month, they figure out at YouTube, where did David spend his time? And if he gave Bruce 10% of his time, of all the time he was on YouTube, Bruce will get 1/10 of the payout that YouTube gives for premium membership. So thank you, David. Twice premium member and now a sponsor member of TWB. This is awesome sauce. This is fantastic. Jan, Sylvan, I'm just so happy that you are here. Sherry, Awesome Sunsets Travel. Hello, Bruce. Sherry, how are you, dear? Sherry has a channel on YouTube. She's a travel agent. She's in St. Louis, and she's doing updates from time to time. So check her out and say hi to Sherry. And Sherry's been a fan of this channel for quite some time too. Gary, premium YouTube subscriber supporting TWB. Thank you, Gary, for your support of this channel. That's awesome. Sherry saying hello there, friends. Hi there, Brittany. She's saying Michelle and De Groft. Michelle, hi from Kelowna. Welcome from Kelowna, British Columbia. One of the most beautiful places in the world, although Creston's pretty as well. Welcome, Michelle, to the show. Nice to have you here. Jeff G, 2 simultaneous live streams, thumbs ups. Maddox, I've been on the fantasy in 2010. Unfortunately, it's not going to be around anymore. Brittany, hi there. Sherry, awesome. Jeff G, people with disposable income. Yes. David Guido, hi, Bruce. David, how you doing? Been a while. Welcome back. Maddox, comedy and more. Ad block and YouTube Premium makes 10,000 views, not the equivalent. Well, like I say, some people do that. It's just the way it is. But the premium does help. And again, folks, there are so many people out there supporting this channel in so many ways. It keeps me going, and I love you for it. Rose Henderson, AAA travel agent, now retired as of today, 42 years. Ask me any question. There you go. There you go. She knows. KK21, I guess all we can do now is to watch you, Bruce. No cruises for a long time. Oh, my goodness. I get, I got to tell you, I did a video the other day. Well, when haven't I done a video? I've probably done 10 in the last 10 days, but I had somebody write me, you're such a downer. Bruce, you're a Debbie Downer. All you're giving me is bad news and really depressing info. I don't think I can watch you anymore. I think I'll unsubscribe and all this kind of stuff. And then somebody replied to his comment, her comment, I'm not sure. I think it's a he. And said something like, well, at least he's telling you the truth. At least you're finding out what's really going on. But hey, if you want someone to hold your hand and sing Kumbaya to you and stroke your hair and tell you everything's going to be all right, great. But if you want to know what the heck is really going on, I figured you want to know. You'd want me to tell you what's going on, don't you, folks? Oh my God. Sylvia, hi, Tom. See, I haven't forgotten about you just because I'm not on Facebook anymore. Sylvia, welcome to the show. Rose Henderson, maybe 2021, maybe not for cruising. Maybe Maddox. I'm from Georgia, but I'm vacationing in Ohio. Harley Owens is here. Hi, Bruce, from Ridge Manor, Florida. It's 86 in Ridge Manor, Florida. Welcome, Harley. Bruce, you are as close to cruising as I can get right now, says Jen. Sylvia, hi there, Sherry. Janie T, hi, Bruce from Melbourne, Australia. Another one of my fabulous viewers from Australia. I just love it. Janie T, hi, Bruce from Melbourne. Another one. Johnny Fitzjum, when is COVID going away? Oh, would I love to answer that. Wouldn't I love to answer that? When is COVID going away? Man, if I could only, specifically be, dead on accurate with that would make my my day come true. But unfortunately, I cannot do that. I can only say, hey, folks, it's just the way it is. It's here right now. We're dealing with it. I don't know if you can tell, but I've lost my place with my questions. I'm trying to find the question that I'm actually saying here, but at the moment, I'm so far behind you guys. Oh my gosh. We'll catch you. Don't you worry about that. Oh my gosh. See how far behind I am? Unbelievable. Oh, I've gone as far back as I can go. Sorry if I've skipped over some of your messages. I apologize, but there's only so far I can go back on this computer before it stops me. Can't believe Carnival never did a proper send off, says Maddox. Yeah, well, that wasn't their choice to stop. To make the world, get hit with this virus, I guess. I think they should have done one last cruise. Well, yeah, bet you they would love to have had the last year. Jan, Johnny, when people start paying attention, Rob, enough to pay for a MacBook Pro Megan Frost, hey. Again, some of these messages, I don't know what they mean because this is a continuing conversation, so I'm doing the best I can. Cheryl saying, hi, Sylvain. Sherry saying, Rose, congratulations. Retirement, yay. Maddox, I think some of the Spirit class ships are also being scrapped. Wouldn't surprise me. Larry Lewis, hello, Bruce from Apple Valley, California, 94 degrees, a cool spell. Apple Valley is one of my favorite places. I got to tell you a story. Larry Lewis, welcome from Apple Valley, California, just outside of LA by about an hour. It's kind of halfway from Palm Springs, Palm Desert to LA. And I used to watch a show on PBS. If you're a regular of this channel, you know, I love watching Huell Hauser, California Gold, and visiting with Huell Hauser. It was about a 25-minute show that came on weekly on a PBS station. And it's a guy with a cameraman and a guy with a microphone and a cameraman. And he would go out to different areas, and he went out to Apple Valley. I'd never heard of Apple Valley. I've been in California for 4 years, 40 minutes away from this place. He goes to Apple Valley, and he sees some of the farms, and he talks to the folks growing apples in California. And you just don't think about apples being grown between LA and Palm Springs. You wouldn't think of it. I would think maybe in the valleys somewhere, but north, not so warm where we are. Anyway, Jennifer and I and Jennifer Jr., we hopped in the car the next Saturday or Sunday, and we went for a day trip to Apple Valley, and we loved it. And I ended up finding the farm and the farmer that he visited. And I told the farmer, I said, my wife and daughter and I are here because of the show, California Gold with Huell Hauser. He went, oh my gosh, that was a year ago he did that. And he's a really nice guy. And so we had a wonderful visit with this gentleman, and we ended up buying some apple cider, which we were both told about. And we ended up seeing some of the stores there because the farmers have their own shops and stuff. Loved it. What a beautiful getaway. Beautiful little area. And Larry Lewis, welcome to the channel today. You spurred a memory of Apple Valley in California, and I thought I'd share. KK21, no time soon for cruising. It's spreading in Australia, the states of Victoria and New South Wales. So no cruises from Melbourne or Sydney in Australia. Right on there. This is a common story. Rose Henderson, I am so blessed, Sherry. Daryl Howard, Arizona, 116 degrees. Santan Valley, hot in Palm Desert too, I am sure. Maddox, a comedy and more. I think the last fantasy class to be scrapped is the Elation or the Paradise. Sylvia, hi Bruce, it's 91 in Greensboro, North Carolina, hot and humid. Alex Pauling, good evening, Bruce. Hope many cruises in your future. I hope so too, Alex. Can't wait to get back on a ship again. Megan Frost, nice day in Mirabel, just not that hot. Fantastic. MG Toe is here. People are what is it? People are covering GameStop. I did a video on I have a second channel called Stock Markets with Bruce. I should mention that any of you folks want to help this YouTuber out, go visit my other channel called Stock Markets with Bruce, where I talk about the markets and try to explain it to anyone how they work. I covered a stock about 2 weeks ago called GameStop, the folks that sell those video games at your shopping mall. I talked about how that company has more shares shorted than exist. There are more shares that have been sold by people that don't own them, that they want to buy them at a lower price than actually are outstanding. It's a complicated story, but I made a video on it if you want to check it out. And MG comments on this every week saying, when is this going to happen? Because my theory is the shares will go up in price if the company does better, and they think they're going to do better. If the shares start to go up in value, the people who have sold the shares and have to buy them back are going to be forced to buy them back at a higher price than they sold them for, which means they would lose money. The higher the shares go, the more money they would lose. And that creates what's called a short squeeze. And the thinking is, like Tesla shares did, Tesla shares went from $300 a share to $1,000 a share. And a lot of that was a short squeeze because the company came up with better than projected results. They were selling more cars than people thought they were going to sell. And the short sellers who thought the stock would go to $100 a share and not $1,000 got caught. They had to buy it back at 500, 550, 600, 650, 700, 750. They lost billions. And Mr. Musk from Tesla was rubbing his hands in glee going, you guys shorted my stock, not believing in my company. Now you will pay. Today, Tesla shares did hit briefly $1,700 a share at one point. They think they closed back to $1,400, $1,500. In any event, GameStop went down to the 405 range, and MG was going, why is it going down with all those shares shorted? And today it's back to 440. We'll see if this Christmas, if they do as well as they hope they're going to do, we will see. So there's a quick one on MG. But check out Stock Markets with Bruce if you'd like. Let me know what you think of my channel. Watch a few of my videos. Give them thumbs up. Please subscribe to that channel. And we'll go from there. Right now, I have about 680 subscribers on that channel. It's brand new, only a month old. Alex, so why did Tesla stock fall to its knees today? Well, Tesla went too far too fast. It was $1,400 last Wednesday, went to $1,500 something on Friday. This morning, it popped to $1,700 something right off the get-go, and then it dropped back to $1,400. It is still up from $800 a share, $500 a share 2 months ago to the $1,400 level, and it isn't over. So watch it. It's volatile as all get up, but it's unbelievable how the market is overreacting right now. Maddox, I thought you were going to talk about Coppa, COPPA, Coppa. What is Coppa? Tell me what that is. Jan, 66 thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up button for Bruce. That is about 20 some odd minutes ago. So that's a ways back. Let me know how many we have now. Rose, so you know what, Sherry? I may start my own blog. There you go. Brad Gray, hey, from Kentucky. Thoughts on Alaska cruising 2021? 50-50 at this point. We'll see. Adolfo Lopez, Atlanta, 92 degrees. Welcome, Adolfo, from beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. I've been there a few times. Maddox, start a Patreon. I have a Patreon, but I don't do anything on Patreon. I do have a Patreon. You can make a contribution to me on Patreon. I would love that. Sherry Nadler, Rose, that would be awesome. Maddox, plus some people use YouTube Premium and ad block. I know. Rose Henderson, after 42 years, I have a lot of info. Rose, you could start your own blog. You certainly could. You could start your own YouTube channel if you wanted to put in 12 hours a day. Can be done. Jeannie, hi to Bruce from Bill and Jeannie, watching from East Tennessee. Temperatures in the 90s all week. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your support. Midwest Rancher, hey, from Missouri, when will they scrap the cruise ships? What do they do with the lifeboats? They either sell them off, they use them for parts. They'll strip them and then scrap the rest. Because on these boats, these lifeboats, they usually have diesel type engines in them, and they're worth a bit of money. It's not it wouldn't be uncommon for a lifeboat to be worth a couple $100,000. So they'll utilize all they can from parts. And then they'll sell those off. Those parts will be sold off, just like a junkyard, for car dealers. Shipyards will in some cases, shipyards will scrap a ship on one end and build ships on another and refurbish on another. And parts are parts. And there are times where a container ship will come in and they've got 20-year-old lifeboats, and they need to be replaced because they're just beaten the crap from 20 years of service with all that salt air. And a shipyard might have a handle on 20 slightly used lifeboats from a cruise ship. And next thing you know, they're shipped over there after that, or parts are part of some of the parts are used to refurbish. So that's what'll happen to them. Sylvia, the cruising channels are doing other things besides talking about cruising. Sharon at Sea is now Sharon at Sea on land. She and husband are camping in Flagstaff. I did notice that they produced a little video from Flagstaff. Daryl, I have an upper hernia surgery over the weekend. I'm trying to recover. Daryl, get better. I know what that's like. I've had one of those, and I was successful. It was successful for me. I hope it works out for you too. Patrick, one of my sponsor members, throwing some of those fantastic emojis. Mask looks great. Fantastic. Andrew, if you don't get to the point, cruises, your revenue will fall further as people stop watching. Get to the topic. Well, Andrew, this is the Hangout Show. We love talking about whatever. Ask me anything you want. I'll talk to you about it. But this is the weekly opportunity where people visit with yours truly and each other. And I don't do a 5-minute presentation and go away. It's not the way it works. Although I have videos that are anywhere from 3 to 15 minutes long about all topics cruising. I welcome you to enjoy those. They get to the point pretty quickly. But Andrew, if you got a question, let me know. The only thing to tell you about today was that the fantasy and inspiration ships for Carnival are being stripped down. They're in Curacao right now. They're docked in the container department area of the port. Not very pretty area. And all kinds of containers have been loaded with valuables from these two ships as they're being stripped out. The two ships, one of them definitely, the Fantasy, is headed to Turkey, to Izmir, is it called? Izmir, Turkey. And right nearby there is a shipyard known as the Aliaga shipyard, famous for scrapping ships. That's what they're known for. And that's where likely the Fantasy is headed first, and perhaps the Inspiration later, to be scrapped and to be finished off. And it's too bad, but the ships are old. The Fantasy is 30 years old. The Inspiration is 24 years old, and they have no balconies. They're simply ocean view and inside rooms practically only, and they will not be economically viable anymore for anyone anywhere in the world. And so the ships have to be scrapped out. So a lot of the parts will be used for other purposes, other ships. A lot of steel will be melted down, recycled. The copper will be recovered. The aluminum will be recovered, and so on. The artwork's been taken off. All the dishes are off. All the bedding is out. All the linens, all the televisions, the light bulbs, the lighting systems, the sound systems, the navigation equipment, the high-end stuff that they don't need to sail it one more time, has been taken off the ship and will be taken off the ship. And they'll use it for the rest of the fleet. So the other Carnival ships will use the forks, knives, spoons, napkins from these ships on the other ships for a few more years. And then eventually they'll wear out and be thrown away and recycled. And that's just the life of a cruise ship. It's fast forwarding now the demise of some of these older ships. And it's kind of too bad. And that's the way it goes. Bryan Whited is here. 105 today. It's only 105. Maddox, oh wow, since 78. When was your first? What was your first cruise ship? The SS Norway, the Mardi Gras, etc. I started cruising. My first ever cruise was on an ocean liner in 1960. Sorry, 59 and 62. So 59, I went to Germany. 62, came back to Canada on an ocean liner. My next cruise, 2008, on the Holland America Oosterdam from San Diego to Mexico and back. 1-week cruise, loved it, and I've taken 6 cruises since then. It's been a while since my last cruise. We were going to take a cruise a couple of years ago, but then I started this channel, and I thought I'm going to build this channel first and then do cruises with groups of my viewers. And I started booking group cruises for this December and next February. And I was going to book a group cruise for June, July. I was going to do that a month or two ago. But guess what happened? Something called this, Mexican beer virus showed up. And we've already lost our February group cruise because that was supposed to be on the Odyssey of the Seas. That ship isn't sailing anymore. And so we're not able to do that cruise. Here we are right here, the Odyssey of the Seas. This ship is under construction right now in Papenburg, Germany. It will be done and delivered, they say, in 2021, probably in March, April, something like that, well after our cruise was supposed to happen. And so unfortunately, we can't go there. We are still open to this cruise. This cruise is still on for December of this year on the Harmony of the Seas. However, we don't know. I do not know if this cruise will happen or not. I sure hope it will. We're supposed to go here to the Perfect Day Coco Key, and we would sure love to have this happen. I just don't know if it will. See if I can get this to work. I'm trying. Here's a map of a cruise we're supposed to be on. Let me get rid of Sherry's comment. Let's see here. Hang on here. There's Sherry. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, there's the itinerary from Port Canaveral to Coco Cay down to St. Thomas, St. Kitts, back 1 week long, a couple of sea days here and there. And we were supposed to go here. We were supposed to go here. We were supposed to see these here on the private island. But right now, all bets are off. We don't know if this will happen or not. So we'll wait and play it by ear. Of course, here we are with the ships that I'm talking about today. Here, you can take a look at this ship and compare it to the Harmony of the Seas. Not a single balcony here. And look at the lifeboats hanging off the top there with kind of canvas tops. This is old school sailing. This is what happens to ships at that Turkish cruise yard. This is what they do to them. They scrap them, and sometimes they sit around for a year or two until they get to them, and then they rip them apart. But these ships here, like you can see another one here, Carnival Fantasy right there. The ship is just not going to be economically feasible anymore to operate as a cruise ship. Back in 1990, this was cutting edge technology. The ship was never designed to cross the Atlantic in 40-foot waves. It was never designed to be at sea for a 100-day round-the-world cruise. This is not an ocean liner. This was a weekend or 1 week getaway party machine, and it served its purpose very, very well. And it did so well over the years that Carnival refurbished this ship many times over. They added the water slides at the back just in the last 5 years. They've sunk a lot of money into these ships to keep them going, and the passengers loved it. Spring breakers loved it. The charter operators loved these ships because of the open decks. They could put the bands in there and just party till there was no stopping it. Unfortunately, without balconies, and everyone being limited to an inside accommodation, these ships are no longer feasible, and they have to go. And that's the bottom line. They just are not going to survive anymore, and Carnival has told them go. Here's the competition right here. Here's a ship from Norwegian. This is the either the Bliss or the Joy. Go-karts, water slides, running tracks. They've got the Haven Club at the front end for the high-enders. All the outside of the ship, balcony rooms, decks and decks and decks of balcony rooms. This is the way it is. This is the way it's been going. This is the way it's going to be. These are the kinds of ships, like again, this one here, this massive ship, the Harmony of the Seas, 6,500 passengers, even under restrictions, would still have 3,000 passengers at 20 decks high, pools everywhere, wave runners, rock climbing walls, indoor facilities, just no end to it. The Carnival ships just are of a different era, and it's just time to move on. And that's what's happening. It's nothing personal. It's just life. Anyway, there you go. What can I say? Who else is here? Let me just check some more messages here, some more comments. I'm trying to catch up with you guys. Penny Hayward. Penny Hayward is here. Hi, Penny. Good evening from a cruise family, Somerville, South Carolina, checking in. Welcome, Penny Hayward from Somerville, South Carolina. Sherry Nadler, Brian, where are you at? It's 106 in Southern Nevada. Jan, I want a backpack which says going nowhere with Bruce. Ronnette Parks, do you think Carnival Breeze October will continue sailing? We're very concerned. Not feeling good about it. October, I don't like your chances. I don't like them at all. I'm hopeful, but wouldn't be surprised if they cancel that. Rose, I can now share info since I'm now retired from the AAA. There you go. KK21. Haha. JRV. Maddox, the Spirit class is going to be scrapped. Checked a broker site. Could well happen. Wouldn't surprise me. There will be more ships being retired. No question about it. Creve, Seaweave, Florence, Alabama, here desperate for a cruise, and Again, thank you for becoming a sponsor member of the show. Rose Henderson, August 1st, that is. Brittany Anderson, let's all give Bruce a thumbs up. Truck, and Travel. Hey, I told you last week about two couples that went to the Sandals resorts. They're home and didn't have to quarantine because it's not required in my state. And they had a blast with no restrictions. Very interesting. I know you told me last week you knew a couple that was going to a Sandals resort. Very interesting. Let us know how they're doing 3 weeks from now. Because I sure hope they don't get ill. I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody. Dylan LaRue, hello everybody. Burning here in Nevada, 115 degrees. That's Henderson, Nevada. Welcome, buddy. MG, do you think NCL, RCL will merge? No, I don't. Sherry, Rose, awesome. Sylvia, Truck and Travel. Where do you live at? Byron, Southern California. Rose Henderson, a lot of changes coming to the future, Sherry. Sherry Awesome saying hello, Tom Henry. Here we are. Seaweave 02 is a new member. This is official. Thank you so much for joining the channel and joining my other new member. And I've already forgotten the name. I'm terrible with names. But thank you. Brittany, you've got 80 thumbs up. She's saying, Sherry, I bet lots of changes are coming everywhere. Tom Henry, hi there, Sherry Awesome. Andrew is saying, Bruce, I'm giving you thumbs up. Rose Henderson, yes, Sherry. Fire alarm, how-to guy. Did you hear about Carnival Fantasy apparently being sold for scrap? Did a video on it today and on the inspiration. Check out my video today, please. And check out the story. Rose Henderson, yes, going to be scrapped. Sylvia, Brittany Anderson, I love mint chocolate ice cream. Yum. Sea Weaver, there's the Sea Weave in green with the logo beside her. Fantastic for him. It's me. I'm a cruise junkie, 32 and counting. Right on. Kirk Brunson, another sponsor member. Welcome, Sea Weave, to the group. Sue Ross, good day, Bruce, from chilly Melbourne, Australia. Welcome, Sue Ross. Andrew, getting my weekly TWB fix. Welcome, Andrew. Nikki Singleton, greetings from Jacksonville. Now they're talking about having the RNC in an outside venue in August. Heat and skeeters, y'all. Oh God, I can you imagine? I can't imagine. I can't imagine it. It's unbelievable. No politics. Not going there. Rob Slevin, welcome Sea Weave to the group. Sherry, all these ships being scrapped is so sad. I can't believe how fast this is all happening. David Peeples, my new subscriber. Thank you, David. I was on the stock channel. It wasn't there. It's only on the TWB one. I do have a video there about Tesla and others. That's what you're referring to. I'm trying to remember. Maddox, probably been on Disney cruises. Tom Henry, Apple devices do not show the thumbs up info or watch count. You need a second computer. Maybe when you get the new Mac, iMac, the Mac, use the old laptop to monitor. Well, which I'll have multiple screens, multiple cameras, and a director. Patrick Clune, cold in Niagara Falls today after 2 weeks in a heat wave. MG Toe, GameStop looks like it's turning around. Thumbs ups, everyone. Thank you, MG. Jan saying, Bruce, 90 thumbs ups. I got 221 people watching. 90 thumbs ups as of how long ago? About 20 minutes ago. I'm still trying to catch you guys. Here's David Peeples, official joining of my channel. David, thank you also for becoming a sponsor member of TWB. Your name will now be in green. You'll have a logo beside your name. You can use the emojis. Join me Monday nights on our sponsor member hangout show. Thank you, everyone. All of you who are supporting me in whatever way you want. I love you all. Sandy Robinson, good evening from sunny Malibu. A little too hot. Okay. Seaweave, you have better up-to-date info than my travel agent, and the lines themselves or what they do not tell their shareholders. Thank you for that. I work at it. Let me tell you. Harley, a sanitizer, wash your hands. I'm done with doing this. Rose Henderson, what is up, Harley? Annie, hi from wet and cold Sydney, Australia in the middle of the winter, 12 Celsius. Which would be about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Fire alarm, howdy guy. Did you hear about Carnival Fantasy? Yes, I did. Check out my video. Jan, welcome, David. Patrick, washy. Maddox, the Spirit ships are rumored for scrap too. We know. Last time, I'll repeat this. Thank you. Rob Slevin. Welcome David Peeples to the group as a group member. Everyone, the group folks who are in the group love to welcome new group members. Definitely you're part of the crowd. Thank you guys so much. Jan, welcome David. David is using emojis right on. Thomas, hi, Bruce from Boston. Thomas Taranto, welcome Thomas from beautiful Boston, Massachusetts. Please stay well up there. Kirk Brunson, welcome David to the show. Caller for you. Hi, Bruce from Tampa. It's hot here. Right on. Welcome caller for you. SLGC Mets. 96 thumbs ups, Bruce, as of 22 minutes ago. Keep them coming, folks. So Rose Henderson, we use Royal Bank in Toronto. Maybe Royal Bank will advertise one day on my channel. That would be kind of cool. Annie Mon, Bruce, can you explain 56,000 subs, but only a few hundred watchers and a few thousand views? Where are they all? Can you explain? Well, keep in mind that, think about your own situation. If you're following people on YouTube, you may have subscribed to 20 channels, 10, 100, whatever. How many of those channels do you watch every day? How many of those channels have you not watched for a month or so? How many haven't you watched in a year? I know I have 56,800 as of today, but I might only have 20,000 active watchers, where I have 30,000 that subscribed. Some only watched a few times and left, and just didn't bother unsubscribing, which is okay. Others watch once a month. They just catch up. They do a binge. And they'll watch 10 of my videos in like a week, and then they'll go away for another month or two. Everyone has their style. Some folks love live shows, some don't. And we've already had one here who not so keen on me hanging around talking to you guys like this. So that's how it goes. That's how YouTube is. But these live shows, it's interesting because I'm begging you for thumbs ups on the air. But what happens is not only do I get thumbs ups from those of you who are here now, I'm getting thumbs ups from those who are watching this show on the rerun. And I thank all of you out there who do that. So I might be done with this show today with 200 thumbs ups. But a week from now, I'll probably have 400 thumbs ups. And I might have gone off the air with 1,800 views, 2,200 views, whatever number of views. But a week from now, this show will have had 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 views. It all depends on the topic and just what's going on. So it's the way it is. On a short video that's 8, 10, 12 minutes long, I might get 30,000 views in a week because the topic is of interest to people, but I might get 150,000 because it's a really interesting story or a breaking story of some kind. But I'll do videos where I'll only get 4,000 views after a month. Just doesn't do anything. It all depends on the topic, and just, what's happening in the world in general, how this channel performs. It's just the way it is. But again, you just keep putting out the content. That's what I do. Charles M. from New York. It was reported last week that Norwegian and Royal Caribbean are working together to give the CDC ideas on what needs to be done so cruising can start again. I thought CDC was going to tell us what needs to be done. Yes, Charles, last week on CNBC, the presidents of Royal Caribbean, Richard Fain, and Norwegian, Frank Del Rio, I believe, they jointly appeared on the air on CNBC to talk to one of those financial reporters. And they announced that they had put together a blue ribbon panel of health experts to help advise them on how to cruise safely when we start cruising. To me, it's a publicity stunt, and it's a great way for the cruise lines to try to be proactive and to be seen to be doing something to get cruising going again. The bad news is they're making the CDC look like a bunch of chumps. And I think that's dumb. I don't think you should do that. I think you let the CDC rule the roost, which they will, because they'll call the shots. So will the U.S. Coast Guard, by the way. No one talks about that. The U.S. Coast Guard decides yes or no if a ship is leaving port or not, or coming in. But this blue ribbon panel, it's all fluff. I mean, I think the people on the panel are wonderful. They're highly qualified people, but they have no authority, no power, no sway to make things happen. They're there as an advisory panel to help the cruise lines. What the cruise lines don't really need that. The cruise lines, What they need is a vaccine that will stop this virus dead in its tracks. The cruise lines need states to get their act together and do shutdowns. The cruise lines need the entire U.S. country to get its act together to stop the dang virus. But with 60,000 cases a day and climbing, soon to be 100,000, according to Dr. Fauci, there will be no sailings. There just won't be any sailings. I can't see my doctor telling me, "Oh, Bruce, you're good to go. Don't worry about it. Go on a cruise and have a great time for the week. You'll be fine." There's no doctor going to tell me that. Not a chance. No medical professional would ever do that. So, folks, this whole panel thing, working together, it's just a PR stunt. In the end, that's all it can be. I'm sorry. Prayers to you, Sylvain, from Patrick. Thank you, Patrick, for Sylvain. Sandy, welcome David to TWB. Alex, with Royal buying the rest of Silver Seas, maybe Bruce will organize a group world cruise. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't it be great if we could get a group cruise together, grab one of those Silver Sea 6-star luxury cruise ships, take a 140-day round-the-world cruise. The whole ship is just TWB members. Can you imagine how much we'd hate each other by the end of it? We'd be at each other's throats. You guys will all be unsubscribed. Of course, the folks at home will be yucking it up because they'll be watching all the tension that'll be happening as the days go by, as Bruce is trying to film what's happening on board the World Cruise, and you can see the tension building as they want to kill him. That'd be good for the ratings. I'll probably have more subscribers after the World Cruise is over, but everyone on the cruise won't be a subscriber anymore. They won't want anything to do with me anymore. My goodness. Rose Henderson. Okay, so what's the topic here tonight? What I think we've covered it. Thomas Tornado. Bruce, what do you think of Bar Harbor refusing American cruises porting, even though there were serious protocols in their proposal? This is the next shoe to drop. I've touched on this a little bit. I've talked about, I did a video a couple days ago talking about why might your 2021 cruise get canceled. One of the little things I brought up was what if you have a Caribbean cruise, 4 stops, all 4 islands you're going to go visit, refuse your ship. We don't want you because there's been an outbreak. There's been a hotspot outbreak. Now your cruise is toast. You might not even leave Miami. That can happen. These ports of call. This is not untypical. This is quite common. I think there will be islands in the Caribbean. I think there will be stops in various spots around the world where they just will not feel comfortable having 2,000 people come in, or 125 people, or 220, whatever the size of these ships are. I know that the American cruises have smaller ships. Didn't matter, did it? Didn't matter how small the ships were. Didn't matter how thorough they were. Bahaba said, no, thank you to outsiders. Stay the hell away. There you go. That's the Achilles heel of cruises right now, isn't it? Casey, new to your channel, but you've given me lots of good cruise information. Thank you all kindly, and keep being awesome. Thank you, Casey. Please subscribe to the channel. Go to my other channel, Stock Markets with Bruce. Subscribe there, and stay on top of it. And we'll keep you posted. You can ask me questions anytime. Thank you, Jason. Hello, Bruce from Kelowna. Jason, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show. SLG Mets now 100 thumbs ups. Don Ambler, perfect warm evening here in Halifax. TWB on my balcony, plus 24 Celsius. Right on. Thank you, Don, from beautiful Halifax, beautiful city. Been there a couple of times. Really nice. Seaweave, when the lines strip a ship, do they sell the logo merch that was on the ship? They might transfer to other shops within their cruise line. It all depends, but they might destroy it, or they give it away to their employees. They just, as a giveaway. They might do that. Hard to say. Michelle, hey, another Kelownan, yeah. Penny, Hayward, Penny, I'm right there with you, Sylvain. Had torn meniscus repair surgery this past Thursday, July 9th. Feel better. Hang on. And my computer just skipped on me here. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get that message back up on this part of the screen. There it is. Okay. Thursday, feel better and heal well. Penny, get better and get home, or hopefully you are home. Alex, Bruce is a negative Nancy. See, that's what they tell me. Why can't he just tell me I can cruise this year? Haha, just kidding. See, that's what I'm saying. I get people out there who complain bitterly that I'm Mr. Downer. Bruce is a Debbie Downer. Yes, I need facts, says KK. Okay, Tom, hi there, Sylvia. Great to see you. I missed your entrance. Gary, truth, nothing but the truth from Bruce. Truth, you can't handle the truth. Truth, you can't handle the truth. I love it. Ricky, row your boat. Tom Henry, COVID going away in the U.S. after 100% of us have been infected based on the current plan. There you go. That's right. Everyone's going to get it. 98% of you are going to make it, and then we'll continue on. Oh my gosh, that's just not the way it should be done. Rose Henderson, we do not know when COVID will go away. Bill Carroll, hi Bruce. Switched over to TWB from stock markets with Bruce so I could give you an extra thumbs up. Thank you, Bill Carroll, for that. All of you watching tonight, what I want you to do today, after the show's over, head over to Stock Markets with Bruce. Watch every one of my 20 videos that I've uploaded there already. Give each one of those a thumbs up. Write a little comment. Tell me how great I am. Subscribe to the channel. Tell all your friends. Share every video with everyone you know through every social platform you can, and help promote the channel. Is that too much to ask? Thank you, everybody. Okay. Rose Henderson, 42 years under my belt, AAA travel agent. She knows stuff. Ricky, row your cruise boat. Jan, 108 thumbs ups. Fantastic. I think we have more than that by now because this information is a bit old. Sandy, Bruce, he is still on PBS on LA on Friday. We're talking about Huell Hauser on Friday evenings. My friend who is 94 won't miss it. I remember watching Huell Hauser every night. We used to get the show every evening around 6:30 in the evening on the local PBS station. They would have a rerun of one of Huell Hauser's shows. The guy made 1,400 shows over 20 years. It was incredible. He did tons of shows. And I saw so many things in California because of Huell Hauser. I would grab my wife and daughter, say, today we're going to go here. We went one day to Glendora to a donut shop. Yeah, we went to Glendora Donuts because of Huell Hauser. We didn't regret it. We went to downtown LA, saw things in downtown LA, didn't know they were there. Pink's hot dogs because of Huell Hauser. Went to Pink's and knew what to order because we had seen Huell Hauser go to Pink's. Went to some of the movie theaters downtown LA because of him. Some of the historical sites throughout all of Southern California. Absolutely fabulous. He passed away about 6 years ago, and it was a sad passing. But he left us with some fantastic videos. You can see Huell Hauser videos on YouTube. Just type in Huell Hauser, Howser, Huell, and a bunch of his videos pop up. And he was great. Just a charming guy, a microphone, and a cameraman. That was it. His cameraman was what was his cameraman's name? Was it Dave? Louis, thank you, Jennifer. Louis was his cameraman for the most of his shows. Louis, and he would say, "Louis, come on in here, get a shot of this." He would go to restaurants, some of the hangouts in LA, like the favorites of the locals, and he'd get into the kitchen, right into where it's happening at the back, and then Louis would come in with the camera, and we'd see the roast beef or the corned beef, or we'd see the pancakes being made, or whatever, and down the road, I'd find these places myself and check them out. And he was right. They were worth visiting. Sandy, thank you for your comment. Casey, COVID will be handled after the election in November. There you go. Maybe. We'll see. Great story, Bruce, says Larry Lewis. Thank you, Larry. I'm not sure which story, but, I'm a storyteller. Roy, hi, Bruce. Roy from Sydney, Australia. Great job, as always. First with the news. Thank you, Roy, so much. So many Australians follow me. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Stuart Marshall. Hey there, Bruce, from down under here in Australia. Still have fingers crossed that we can still cruise later this year. We have a couple of cruises booked for November and again in March. Stuart, we hope for the best, buddy. Thank you for being here. Jeannie, on this day in 2016, Bill and I were cruising the British Isles on the Caribbean Princess. Memories. Oh, I bet they must have been great. Rob Slevin, so many of my bucket list cruises and ports are closed. Guess I'll have to live for a while longer. Planning on at least 50 more years. Right on, buddy. Way to go, Rob. Absolutely. Dave Guido, What do you prefer, Tim Hortons or Starbucks for coffee? Oh, well, there's no comparison. There's no for a regular cup of coffee. I'll go to Timmy's because I always get a Boston cream donut. But for my latte, it's got to be a venti soy latte, no foam, Starbucks. That's my drink of choice. It's expensive, but I like it, but I don't have it very often. And we don't have a Starbucks here in town. So I save a lot of money living in Creston. We don't have a Starbucks here. Rose Henderson, hold those memories close, Gene. Could be a while before you cruise again, she says. Margie Butcher, hiya, Bruce. I am by Santan Valley, Arizona, too. Right on, Margie. Fantastic. I know it's hot down there, but I tell you, I used to live in Palm Desert, California. I love the heat. I loved it. Go out for a walk in the early morning or late at night. Definitely in the evening, go out with just my bathing suit on and head for the pool and the hot tub. Oh, loved it. No one there because it's off season. Oh, loved it. Miss it. Kevin Chapman. Hi, Bruce from Central New Jersey. We bought Royal Caribbean and NCL low. Now we wait. Thanks for all the tips. Right on, Kevin. Sit on those shares a long time. Absolutely. Rose saying, Bruce. Hi, Rose. Wanda, hello, Bruce from Diamond Bar, California. Wanda, how you doing today? Nice to have you here. Rose, and is this a different show, right? Is this a different show? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. David Peeples, Tesla closed at $14.97. Yeah, almost $1,500 a share. Hit a high of $1,700 today. What a crazy day for Tesla. Daryl Howard, I'm in Santan Valley, 114 degrees. Sylvia, Rose Henderson, Bruce's other show is a different show. This is his cruising travel show. David Peoples, there was talk Tesla was joining the S&P 500. Should be at any time. Would not be surprised in the next week or two we get that announcement. Margie, Daryl, Howard, Florence, here, right on. Wanda is saying 115 thumbs ups for you, Bruce. Brittany Anderson, 115 thumbs ups. This is still 20 minutes ago. I can't catch up. Daryl, Marigina, about 4 miles away from you. Marginia? Mariana, what is that? I don't know what that is. Daryl, welcome. Margie, go to Culver's often. Jan, if you go to Bruce's stock channel, it is simulcast, and you can hit that like button also. Now, I don't think it's simulcast today, or is it? Or we are simulcasting today. We are simulcasting on the channel today. So if you go and check me out on the other channel, you'll see me doing what I'm doing here. Okay, I forgot and I hit that button. I actually was thinking of doing it. I thought I wasn't going to do it, but I didn't undo it. So I guess I'm doing it. So I'm on both channels at the same time. So welcome one and welcome all to Stock Markets with Bruce and Traveling with Bruce at the same time on both channels. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate so very much that you're following me. I'm just going to double check on my big ass iPhone, my new iPhone 11 Pro Max, also known as my big ass iPhone. I'm going to go to my other channel and just see how we're doing over there. Let's take a look. Here we go. And we're going to my channel right over here, Stock Markets Live. 6 people are watching right now on my Stock Market channel. 6 people. We've got MG Toe, Dylan, Don Ambler, John Scott, Larry Blake. Guys, welcome to my Stock Markets with Bruce channel. Glad you're watching. It's nice to have you here. And like I say, folks, if you want to come on over there and say hi to me, please subscribe. We have 686 subscribers. We need to get to 1,000 to make that channel monetizable. So please subscribe and give me a bunch of watch minutes and help me out. I had forgotten all about this today, showing you what a frazzled guy I am today, trying to stay on top of my entire empire of channels with TWB and everything else on the go. Okay, I'm coming back to TWB. Here we go. And here we are back to TWB, and we're back on the air over here. And wouldn't you know it, I come back to my channel to see how I'm doing, and I get a commercial before I get to watch myself. See, I'm making myself richer just doing that. See, it's I can't help but win. John Scott, it's a giant eBay for cruise ship sale. Laughing out loud. Yes. Margie Butcher, Ocotello and Ironwood. I remember those places. Rose Henderson, everything is unknown at this point. Speculation, says Rose. Daryl Howard, my stepson works on that one. Daryl is saying. I don't know which one that one is, but thank you. Lori from Wisconsin, high of 80 today, but really can't go as we went back to phase 1 lockdown with mandatory masks. Stay safe, Lori. Stay cool indoors. Behave yourself. Watch yourself. Thank you for being here today. Thank you to all of you for being here today with me on Stock Markets with Bruce and on TWB, both channels simulcast live. Awesome sauce. Rose Henderson, yes, the topic. Rose, Bruce, buys. I tried to watch your video, Bruce. Please do try to watch. Do you think private charters will be hit hard as the big cruises? There won't be any private charters for a while. There won't be any the distancing problem. These charter cruises, they like to go out full occupancy, 110% occupancy if they can, and then have a band playing, on the main deck and have, 1,500 people crammed in there. Not going to happen. Not going to be allowed. I wouldn't want to be the band on stage in front of 1,500 people crammed into a tight area on a cruise ship. I wouldn't want to be doing that. Rose Henderson, yes, Izmir is where it's going in Turkey. Sandy, I was supposed to be on the breakaway this week. So depressing. CDC doesn't care about cruise ships. Oh, they care. They just don't care to put you on them right now. That's what they care about, your life. Daryl, I had it today. Just got out of the hospital for upper hernia surgery. In for 5 days. Oh, okay, got out. Daryl, I'm glad you're out. Don't laugh too hard. Don't try to pick up anything heavy. Do what the doctor says. You'll be fine. Welcome back to the outside. Andrew, who would have thunk a host who actually reads and comments on our comments? Give TWB a thumbs up. Thank you, Andrew. Some people hate it when I do that. I get people who watch this and go, oh, you're boring. All you do is read the comments. You just talk to the people. Well, yeah, it's a hangout show. I'm here. I love talking about cruising. You do, don't you? I thought that's what it was. I don't know. Not here to give you a lecture. Thank you, Andrew, so much for being here. Now you are talking news, Bruce. Thank you, Rose. Daryl, nice talking to you, Margie. Bevan Weeks, thumbs ups for you. Jan saying 123 thumbs ups now. Margie, see ya. Okay. Rose, no more Odyssey of the Seas. Yeah, no, not right now. Cindy, hello from Virginia Beach. Welcome, Cindy from Virginia Beach. Ken Pike. Hi, Bruce. Welcome from Altus, Oklahoma. Welcome from Altus. Tell me, how hot is it there? It's got to be hot. It's got to be hot. Andrew, does Hall America Christian new ships with the same name as previous cruise ships? Do other cruise lines do this? Hall America has had they'll use the name again and again. They do that. Other cruise lines occasionally do it. Carnival is naming the new big ship, the Mardi Gras, in honor of one of their first ever cruise ships, the Mardi Gras from the 70s. So it's, Rose is saying, oh, that is quite questionable. Okay. Here's one of my favorites right here. Debbie Emanuel, one of my sponsor members, one of this channel's most loyal followers and supporters. Debbie, welcome from Chico, California. I sure hope this cruise happens. You're talking about the December cruise we're on. I sure hope it happens too. Debbie, welcome to the show. I did a video earlier this week that I did just for sponsor members, and Debbie noticed something in that video, and she commented to me privately saying, "I think I know what that is." And Debbie, I know. We both know, but that's what's being a sponsor member is all about. The behind the scenes stuff. Rose Henderson, fantasy needs to go. TMLF 950. Hi E1. Hello there, TM95. Welcome to the show. Cindy Vredenberg. We just booked a cruise from Los Angeles to Hawaii on the Grand Princess, April 2022, praying all is well by then. Cindy, I sure hope so too. That is a ways from now, and boy, the countdown is on, isn't it? Yes, Rose, Bahamas Cruise Fantasy gone. Andy Lee, have you talked to Tony from La Lido Loca? Andy, where were you, Andy? Last week? Andy, I got to tell you, something big happened last week. I got an email or a text message from Tony. I think it was last week on maybe Tuesday or something like that, or Wednesday. would I be interested in going live on Tony's channel with Dawn from Dawn's Family Vacations in like an hour and a half? I said, yeah, sure. I'm there, dude. And so I was on Lolita Loca with Dawn Terrace from Dawn's Family Vacations. The three of us were on for an hour and 20 minutes talking about the state of the cruise industry. And I would highly urge you, after this show, go over to Lolita Loca's channel and you'll find the thumbnail with the picture of Dawn and myself and Tony. And you can watch us live together. We had a blast. It was great. We had a really good time. Rose Henderson, these new cruise ships are like amusement parks. You are correct. Joe S. Good evening, Bruce. Just joined from the suburbs of Boston. 73 degrees, scattered showers, $1.86 a gallon for gas in Massachusetts. $1.86. Good price. Welcome, Joe. And welcome to all of the fantastic viewers from Massachusetts, the Boston area, New England, a huge following of people up there. All of you guys from New York State, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Maryland. I know I'm forgetting states, but just a bunch of you guys. And of course, my friends in the Maritimes in Canada. Love you guys. Ken Pike. Hi, Bruce from Altus, Oklahoma. It is finally cooling down. It's all the way down to 109. Yay! Muggy too, I'm sure. Unbelievable, Ken. Stay cool. Jan, Andy Lee, they just did their show together. Yep, we just did a show. Margie, we're not booking until cruising comes back. Andrew, I wonder what percentage of rooms on a ship will need to have balconies in the future. My gut says many travelers who in the past had inside rooms will no longer want them. Andrew, my gut tells me that going forward, cruise lines will basically be forbidden to sell inside rooms. They'll be forbidden to sell ocean view rooms. They'll be limited to 65% of the balcony rooms. And that means a 50% occupancy level for a cruise ship. That's my hunch until a vaccine. And even after the vaccine, there still might be some distancing measures imposed. I just have a gut feeling that it's going to be 50% max, all balcony, only balcony, just in case people get quarantined. It's just my gut. Margaret, I wanted to try the solo program on Norwegian. However, those are all inside cabins. I hope they can revamp it. There you go. There's an issue, isn't it? SLG Mets 129 thumbs ups. Over 20 minutes ago. Andy, have you talked to Tony? Andy, I know this much. I'm reading Andy's message from 20 plus minutes ago. So Andy now knows the answer, but at this time didn't know. The River Pirate, I've been saying for years that the fantasy class ships needed to be retired. They look outdated. We enjoyed the sensation all 3 times we sailed on her, but I like the new ships better. Yes, River Pirate, I hear you there. Jan, Bruce, 132 thumbs ups 20 minutes ago. They're coming in for you, buddy. Tom Henry, Brittany, any word on when you're going to go back to work at Disney? Thomas, love your channel, Bruce. 32 cruises so far. Thomas, thank you. Tom Henry, Andy, did you see the show last week, Lolita Loca? With those 3 guys, the River Pirate, let's see here. I'm relieved I booked for late April 2021 for our Carnival cruise. I think any cruises this year, it's a gamble. J-Lo, welcome from the People's Republic of San Francisco. Andrew, so are you buying Jennifer a Pro laptop book? Are you buying a Jennifer's Book Pro laptop? No, Andrew, what happened was Jennifer and I both got brand new iPhone 11 Pros. She got the 11 Pro. I got the 11 Pro Max because I need a bigger screen for all the work I do on there and typing and stuff. But what we're trying to do is we're now trying to save up some money to get an Apple Mac Pro, a 16-inch Mac Pro. That's the computer I'm after. However, I need the MacBook Pro 16 with the stronger chip, the larger memory, and the built-in high-end graphics card, which will allow me to do editing for my video work. So it has the power, the memory, and everything else in there. And by the time you add the accessories I need and Apple Care, in case I drop it, it's a lot of money. It's about about 4,500 Canadian dollars to acquire one of these guys. And that is several months of performance on this channel for me to get to that machine. So it's a ways off. And so any and all contributions to the cause are huge to get me to an iMac Pro. At the moment, I'm babying along this computer, hoping that it will hang in there. The River Pirate, a great weather here in St. Augustine, Florida. We Pirates are weathering the plague, drinking the rum. Right on. Brittany, Tom Henry, I will have to apply and will not be doing so until after their cast member mask requirements gets lifted. Plus, there's no college programs for the rest of the year. So nothing happening in Disneyland. JLo, where can I score me a lifeboat? I really want one. Good luck with that. David Spadoni, hi, Bruce from Naples, Florida. Welcome, David from Naples. Orlando Palomo, news about Carnival having have a booking on the Magic. I have no news on the Magic. Jan is saying 140 thumbs up, says about 20 minutes ago. Sean, good evening, Bruce. Balmy 97 here in Rockland, California. Welcome, Sean. Sponsor member. Jan, sponsor member. Don't forget to hit the like button on the stock channel too for Bruce. Thank you so much, Jan, for that. Nature Speed Bump supposed to cruise on the Symphony last April. It was canceled. I wanted to book as soon as possible, but Royal Caribbean told me wait right now. No one seems to know what's going on. That is correct. Margie, thumbs ups for you. Andy, are you going to go on a cruise with Tony, Jenny, and Dawn? We haven't planned one. I would love someday to meet them. I would love to meet them on a cruise ship. That would be fun. I would love to do a YouTuber cruise someday. I kind of think that maybe a year or two from now, there might be a cruise where 20 YouTubers will be on the ship at the same time. That would be a lot of fun. And we would just take that thing over. But not yet. Not with these uncertain times. Nothing's happening. SLG Mets, Bruce, 150 thumbs up. It's about 20 minutes ago. Ray says you need one more. Joe, my one and only sailing on a Carnival branded ship was Carnival Ecstasy. Is she on the scrap list? Probably. Not too long from now. MJ Gransard, good evening from Kissimmee, Florida. $1.99 for gas. Still thinking my Royal Caribbean cruise out of San Juan will be canceled. Not going to have anything till September 2021. You may well be right, my friend. Neil is here. Sorry, I'm late. 114 in Mesa, Arizona today. Neil, you take care of yourself. Don't get that virus down there. It's going out of control. MJ, good evening from Kissimmee. Hot and humid. Thank you. Just read that. Sean Murphy, I subscribed to about 10 channels. And by far, Bruce is the best on live shows, acknowledging all the peeps. Thank you, Sean, so much for your very kind comment tonight. Margie, hi, Neil in Florence here. Jan, 154 thumbs up about 20 minutes ago. JLo, what will the CDC do? End no sale order, match the 15th of September self-imposed date from CLIA, go to 100 days more. Your guess is as good as mine. Ed Brown, hey Bruce, we are planning on cruising. On December the 12th on a 12-night cruise. Do you think we'll be cruising in December 2020? Ed, I don't like your chances. I don't like my chances. We're supposed to be cruising December the 6th to 13th. I don't like my chances. It's a group cruise. I hate to say it, but it's still on, but I don't like my chances. Ed, I don't like yours either. I'm sorry. I don't like the chances. I want to like the chances, but I don't like the chances. The travel guy. Hi, Bruce from Puerto Rico. How you doing, man? Hospice medic, traveling with Bruce. How long do you think it'll take to clear out the amount of future cruise credit passengers? How many years? 3. It's going to take 3 years. Ed Brown, by the way, we're celebrating our 20th anniversary in August. We were supposed to do a double cruise. That's not going to happen now. Oh, man. And I'm sorry. It is sad. It is a sad situation out there. Joe, starting to strongly agree with Bruce that my January 2021 back-to-back sailings aboard the Oasis of the Seas will not be sailing. Yeah, I just don't like what I see. Mark Hamill, what is your thought? What are your thoughts on Royal sailing from China? August, like they hoped. Sailing from China. I don't like any cruises for another year. I don't feel good. Lawrence, next cruise is September 2021 to the Greek islands, starting in Rome. Will this happen? Yeah, I hope so. It's a year from now. I hope. Sean, the TWB peeps are also the best. They are so welcoming. Don't miss the live shows. Thank you, Sean. The peeps here are fantastic. Got 181 watching right now. It's been I've been on the air an hour and a half. I still have 181 of you watching. We topped out at 220, something like that. I'm not sure how many thumbs ups we have right now. Jan, if you could give me an update right now, I'll keep an eye on my iPhone to see how many we got. But thank you all of you for being here and following me. Larry Blake, can we just cruise to the cruise ship island and back? Wouldn't that be great? Jan is saying, Sean Murphy, I live for the lives. Orlando, Bruce, do you think that we'll be cruising in November? I don't think so. Jan said 20 minutes ago I had 160 thumbs ups. SLG mess, like I said last time, Debbie Downer, you're not. You're always spot on. Thank you for always being on top of the news. Thank you for enjoying it and acknowledging that. Thank you so much. Annie Mon, thanks for the answer on the sub numbers. And those who watch or not. I could subscribe to your other channel, benefit you, and I'd probably never watch. I'll take it. Trying to get to 1,000. Ken Pike, Bruce, had to see my doctor today while we were talking. I asked him if he would give me a note to go cruising. He said he would have to check with his insurance company about liability. I have talked about this. For weeks, where if cruise lines want you to get a doctor's note, you might not be able to get a doctor's note, because what doctor is going to take the chance to say, oh yeah, Bruce is good to go, and then Bruce gets sick on a ship? Is the doctor liable? Oh yeah, the doctor doesn't want that game. Yeah, he's going to talk to his insurance company, all right. Timmy Scott, Bruce, do you think many cruise employees are still living on the cruise line's private islands? None are living on the cruise line's private islands. Not one, because the private islands are not livable. They're there for day work only. There's security on there. They kind of rotate them in and out, but no one's living on them. Sean Murphy, like I said, come on, Tesla. Mama needs a new beach house because no cruising anytime soon. Sean owns a share of Tesla, I believe. Bill Carroll, hi, Bruce. Hey, Bill, how you doing? Alex, for someone who loves cruising so much, I'm surprised you don't move to Florida. Well, I'm from Canada, I'm Canadian. And Canadians, they have to go through a whole bunch of hoops to be able to do that. And I'm not interested in running through all the hoops. If I'm going to run through hoops to live somewhere, I think I'll live in Monte Carlo and just visit Florida from time to time like I do now. Juan, hi, Bruce. Confused, but I'm enjoying it. Juan, welcome to the show. Welcome to my channel. Sorry you're so confused. I don't know what's so confusing, but welcome anyway. Stick around long enough, you won't be confused. You watch my channel every day. You'll get updates almost every day from me as to what's going on out there on the cruise world. And if you like the stock markets, join me on my other channel, Stock Markets with Bruce. Jen said 20 minutes ago you had 164 thumbs ups. Sherry, I have that phone as well. Love my iPhone 11 Pro Max, says Sherry. SLG, 20 minutes ago you had 170 thumbs ups. Captain Table, MDR. Hi, Bruce. I know you mentioned your background, education. So what is your favorite automatic watch and or brand? Oh, and well, I graduated as a watchmaking student. I took watchmaking in college, graduated after 3 years. I did that work for about 2 years and gave it up. Someone's telling me right now 185 thumbs ups right now. Thank you, Brittany and Cindy. Thank you. 183, 185 thumbs ups and counting. I was a watchmaker from 77 until about 1979, 80. And 79, 80, I became a stockbroker. Made a bit of a shift. Rather than be self-employed as a watchmaker, repairing clocks and stuff, and making about $25,000, $30,000 a year in 1979, equivalent to $40,000, $50,000 now, I would imagine. I became a stockbroker and decided to make $60,000 to $100,000 a year, which is the equivalent of making $200,000 a year now. And I enjoyed the office environment, and I enjoyed the collaboration with other brokers and my clients, and the following of the market action. And I really enjoyed it. And I haven't done watchmaking since. But I did that for about 10 years until I took a company public in 1990. A partner and I, a fellow and I, we took a little company public, which lasted about 3-4 years. And we tried a little business in there. It didn't really work out long term, but we ended up selling the public company to another group that put another business into it and took the public company to another level. We had to sell out though. And then I became an entrepreneur and ran a retail store selling sports cards and comic books for a while. Then I went to the Cayman Islands as an offshore asset manager, became a stockbroker again. And I was in the offshore finance for quite some time, for about 10, 12 years. But I did most of that work from California. I was in Palm Desert, California, and traveling the world from there. And then in 2007, moved to Canada here when our daughter started university. And we've been in Canada ever since and traveling from here. And so that's what happened there. But I was no longer in the offshore world by the time we got back here by 2007. And I didn't want to go back into the brokerage thing anymore. And I ran a bit of a store, had a sports store for a while selling sports clothing. And then I became a YouTuber. And that's 3 years ago, and been enjoying it ever since. So there's a little recap for you. I've done a lot of stuff. Arc Adventures. Hello from St. Louis, Bruce. Andy and Andrea here. Happy Monday. Thumbs ups from us. Thank you guys for being here tonight, welcoming me and joining my channel. William, but yet airlines are still going. I would feel safer on a cruise than a plane. I hear you there. Arc Adventures, 167 thumbs up about 20 minutes ago. Bruce, you seem to love hanging out with us. I sure do. Alex, this cruise shutdown makes me just want to go buy my own boat. You can't stop me. Hospice Medic, Bruce, Don, Tony, need to buy a cruise ship and call it a yacht. Then we'll be able to sail on it. J&N Travels. Hello, Sherry Awesome Sunset. Sitting at work waiting for the lightning to pass. Who else? Who else is here? Tom Henry. Hi there, Debbie Manuel. I was wondering where you were. Sherry Awesome saying hi. RJ Parker. Your hard sell every show. Your hard sell every show is annoying. Some people do say that. I ask for your support because this is my full-time job. It's all I do. I don't have any secondary income. I don't get royalties from anything else. And so I work my tail off to grow this channel. And I try as hard as I can to grow my views. But I do rely on my viewers to keep me going. And I thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sherry, hello, J&A Travels. Oh, no, stay safe. Debbie Manuel. Hi, Thomas. Hi, Sherry. Arc Adventures. Any news on Carnival's second LNG ship after the Mardi Gras? That must be delayed, too. Carnival is our guess for the name. It could well be delayed, but I think it's still on order. Tom Henry, good night. All need to spend some time with Cindy. Thank you, Tom. Take care. Jan, take care, Tom. Rob Slevin. Good night, Tom. You take care. Everyone's saying goodbye. Jan, 172 thumbs up. It's probably about 20 minutes ago. Lawrence Robinson, that show with you, Tony Dunn, was a great show. One of the best. The Travel Guy. Did you know where Carnival Fascination is heading? Turkey for scrap. Check my video. I did it tonight. Brittany says 173. Rob said 174. Arc, we're officially done for 2020. Our last cruise canceled. Mardi Gras on December the 5th. Crossing our fingers for 2021. Alex polling. Oops, hang on. Skipped some messages again, so I'm not sure how we're at here. Hang on. There we go. Alex is saying, here we go. So 4,500 CAD for your new laptop is like 1,000 US. Yes, Alex. Yes. 4,500 Canadian is like 1,000 American. There you go. Yeah, a whole bunch of money. How long would you like to see the border closed, Bruce? Says David. I would like to see the border closed until there's a vaccine tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow. I would like to see the border closed as soon as the U.S. gets its rate down to what the Canadian rate is. That would be phenomenal, but I don't see this happening. I see everything wrong going on down there with the numbers. The numbers are just terrible. It's really sad. So, I just don't know when this is going to happen. Rocky Grasso, how much sooner might you think that river cruises within the U.S. might begin again? I don't know. Cindy V from Virginia Beach, Rocky from Chesapeake. Guys, with the numbers out of control right now, I don't see any river cruising. I just don't. I don't know why a river cruise would take the chance to take passengers on their ship, let you get off, and then come back on and get off and come back on. And by the time you get back to where you started from, some people are sick, and then they try to sue the cruise line. I don't know why a cruise line would take on passengers right now. Not in the U.S. I just don't see it. It's just too scary. If a doctor doesn't want to write a note without checking with his insurance company, why would a cruise line take on passengers? Of course, airlines, they think they're impervious to lawsuits. You take a 2-hour flight from Orlando to somewhere and you get a cough. Good luck trying to sue the airline for that cough. They're going to beat you in court. They have so many friends in Congress, you're not going to get to court. But cruise lines with a 1-week turnaround time, river cruises, 8 days, 12 days, 14-day river cruises. I don't know how that's going to happen. I just don't know if it's safe. Sebastian Hyall from North Carolina. Who else is here? I want to kind of catch up to some of these comments. Some of you folks are saying hi to everybody else. Arc Adventures. Have you ever considered joining Arc Adventures for one of their group cruises? Actually, I'd like to get one of mine in. I haven't had one of mine yet. Don't worry, folks. Things will get better, says it's Jason. Donna Manitou. I love this live talk the other night with you, Don and Tony. Any chance of that happening again? I think so. I would love to host one of those. I really would. I'd really like to get Don and Tony on my channel, and we'll do one of those one time, and then maybe we can do one on Don's channel. Maybe once a month or something. I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it, but I would love to do it again. I know we had a good time. The three of us enjoyed it. SLG Matt's listening to all these questions. I think that some of your viewers are confusing you for the Magic 8-Ball. I do get a lot of these kinds of questions. What can I say? Eric P. I'm at an all-inclusive in Jamaica as I am typing. If they can do it, a cruise can do it. We was tested at the airport, and there is social distancing here. So Eric P., thank you for that. I hope that it works out. Jan wants to know which one you're at. And then Lawrence is saying, plan my first cruise at 9 years old on the Ecstasy in 1996. Sad to see them both go, but it was only a matter of time. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Lawrence. Eric P. says, I'm at the Hyatt Zilara in Jamaica, I think. Fantastic. Chevy and First is here. Welcome from, I think, Georgia. Hi, all. I'm very happy. I rescheduled my cruise before the cruise canceled. Called PVP, personal vacation planner. He gave me a direct number for a supervisor. They honored my request to cancel and get a refund September the 5th. Right on. I'm so very happy, says Chevy and First. Bill Carroll, Bruce, do you think they will open up inside an ocean view for disabled only? Bill, I don't know. This is something I can't go there. I am not in an authority to say. I'm enjoying my time, says Eric P. It's very quiet. Resort holds 1,400 people in Jamaica. There's 200 here, less than 200. Well, there you go. It's dead quiet. Jan, Eric, thanks for the info. I will look into this. Eric, great prices at the Hyatt Zilara. Pre-texting required for Jamaica, or pre-testing required. Alex, so are you recommending to open a bank account in the Caymans to offshore our money so we don't need to pay our taxes? Great idea, Bruce. Thanks. Well, I remember I used to get that question all the time from very naive people. But that's not what the Caymans are really there for. They're there for international business, and a lot is done there. It's not uncommon for a business, like, for example, a country, say a European Union country, to build a bridge, and the bridge connects two countries. And there are 20 contractors and 200 subcontractors. And these contractors come from 25 different countries combined. and the engineering is done in Japan, and the architectural work is done in China, and the steel comes from Taiwan, and you need a common place to close out the contract for this job. The country that's paying for it, or countries, they pool their cash into a corporation that is put together, and it can be a Cayman company, a Cayman corporation. The Cayman corporation has one job: to exist long enough for the bridge to be built and for everyone to get paid. And so the Cayman corporation is created in the Cayman Islands. Bank accounts are opened there. Lawyers, auditors, everything's set up. It's a $200 million job, a big project. And all of the funds, all the dollars are transferred there and then out from there to everyone's country. And everyone around the world trusts a wire transfer from a Cayman bank, like they do Swiss banks. But in this case, it's a Cayman operation. The insurance for the project is carried through insurance providers offshore. The legals, the auditing, everything is down to the penny. The governments know they didn't overspend. They didn't get ripped off. The contractors got paid for work done. Disputes were settled. It's all done offshore in a neutral spot where the government there won't take a piece of the action because it's a tax-free country. And so lawyers are hired, auditors, accountants, bankers, and offshore asset managers as well, depending. And that's how that works. That's just a single idea of what happens in the Cayman Islands, where people think about the Tom Cruise movie, The Firm, and they think that that's all that it's there for. And that's not it at all. Just anyway, there you go. Love it. Nice question. Jan, Eric, I'm so desperate to get away. Chevy in first. I remember when you first started, I found you counting down to my first cruise in 2018, the first ever cruise that you did. I remember that. I do remember that. SGLA Mets, do you have an address for PayPal donations? I do. If you go to my homepage, for my channel homepage, you'll find a link to PayPal. It's called the donate button. If you're on a laptop, the donate button is up there on my home channel page. But if you go to my about section, hit that. That'll take you to the where all the links are, and there's one for PayPal. You can make a donation there, and I will receive 98% of whatever you donate, because it's only a 2% handling fee. If you make a donation on this channel as a super chat, which I love, I get 70%. YouTube gets 30%. But YouTube needs the money too. Speaking of a donation, Colleen Sachs, thank you so much for your contribution today for my iMac fund. I love that. Colleen, you are wonderful, and every penny matters. I thank you very, very much. The Travel Guy, thanks a lot for the info. Jan says 20 minutes ago you had 92 thumbs up. Hospice Medic, perfect answer for younger people to cruise. Join the Navy. Jason Kimmons, hello from Lakeland, Florida. Where is that comment? I missed it. It just went flying. Here we go. $2.09 a gallon for gas, 97 degrees with 46% humidity. Welcome, Jason, to the show and channel. Arc Adventures. Do you have a favorite stock purchase that is working on COVID vaccines? I do not. I don't recommend stocks like that. RC Vlog. Hi, Bruce. New to your channel. Came from Lalita Loca. Thank you, RC Vlog, for being here. And we had a good time the other night, didn't we? That was a lot of fun on that show. Colleen, there's your donation. It's official. Thank you for the donation to my iMac fund. The iMac fund needs all the help it can get. And I thank you also with 2 new members today. That is helping towards the iMac fund too. You guys are great. Jan says, Bruce, 20 minutes ago, you had 194 thumbs up. This is awesome. MJ, I looked at bookings for next year, and most ship cabins are full inside and balcony. They're full. Jenny, Cosmic Visuals. Okay, I have no idea how I ended up here. Jenny, I don't know how you ended up here either, but some kind of a cosmic visual took place, and you somehow hit a button that made you cosmetically, visually get here. And I'm glad you're here. I don't know if you're still here, but you were here 20 minutes ago. And like I say, it's a hangout show with Bruce. We love talking about cruise ships, vacationing, whatever's going on. I've been on the air now for an hour and 49 minutes, so we can talk about anything you want. Debbie, oh yeah, Colleen Sachs, thank you. And I just received a donation from Sharon Chapman on my PayPal account. Thank you, Sharon, for your donation to my channel. It just alerted me on my big ass iPhone that it came in. Thank you so much. You guys are great. The iMac Fund is underway. Thank you. Arc Adventures, way to go, Colleen. Jenny, you'll be so glad you did. Jenny's Cosmic Visuals, 444 for sure. Jan, Bruce is addictive, says Jan. Let's see here. Thank you for that, you guys. Jenny Cosmic, I think I have to subscribe right off the bat. Please do. Also, make sure you check out my other channel, Stock Markets with Bruce. Subscribe to that one and enjoy both of my channels. And welcome. Jean-Claude. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? Hi there. MJ Tom, what happened to your friend Robert Brandt? We don't know. MG, we don't know. Alex, that $25 donation is like 1,000 Canadian, right? Alex, you're too funny. Debbie, welcome. Jenny, Cosmic Visuals, welcome. Jenny is saying, I want to donate soon to you too. I just started my own YouTube channel too a while ago. What's your opinion on silver? I don't really have an opinion on silver. I don't follow the metals like like metal aficionados, but there's a ton of YouTubers out there that do follow metals and talk about it all the time. Jenny, welcome to this channel. The RC vlog, learning a lot from the stock market channel. Thanks for enlightening me. Thank you for catching that one. That's great. Lawrence, gotta go. Thanks, Bruce. Thank you, Lawrence. SLG Mets, you're welcome. Jenny, thank you guys. Andrew, remember to give. Jan, as of about 20 minutes ago, you had 196 thumbs up. Arc Adventures, wait, will it be a big ass iPad? It's the Mac Pro 16, the 16-inch, the larger of the two, with the upgraded chip, 1 terabyte memory, and the high grade graphics card, and Apple iCare and accessories. And yeah, next thing you know, 4,500 Canadian dollars, and you're into the high end for sure. But now you've got a beast. You've got a beast of a computer, and yeah, it's time. After 3 years of pounding this poor computer to a pulp, I have to have a computer much stronger than this one. So there you go. I have done Don Raj Raval. Hello. Love you from India. Thank you so much for being here. Love it. Alex, taking off as well. Good night, Bruce. Everyone, thanks for the great content. Enjoy both of your channels. Thank you so much. We now have 200 thumbs ups. And I think this is as of right now. SLG Mets, I am live. I've caught up to all your messages. As of right now, we've just hit 200 thumbs ups, and that is my excuse to be able to say goodnight. I want to thank all of you tonight for being here. The support tonight, unbelievable. Thank you for these super chat and the donation on PayPal. 2 new members. Wow, what a night. Thank you for being here. So many of you for so long. The watch minutes are just taking off. Thank you. And on your way out, says JRS, Jen is saying, please hit the like button on his stock channel too. Hit over there. Get over to that stock channel of Bruce's because he's on there live, and hit that. Well, thank you for that. Andrew, thank you. Don, hi, Bruce. Hi, Dan. Dan, hi, Dan Massey. How you doing, buddy? Jenny, what was your other YouTube channel? I want to learn more about investing. Catch you all later. Have a good one. Stock Markets with Bruce is the name of the other channel. Stock Markets with Bruce is the other channel. Head on over there. Andrew Everts, good night, TWB family. SLG Mets, good night, Bruce. Thanks for a fun evening. Thank you so much for everything, all of you. Arc Adventures, good night, Bruce. Have a nice evening. Margaret, Margaret, what's Margaret saying? I just missed it. Here it is. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Thank you, Margaret. Sean Murphy, thanks, Bruce. Can't wait for trivia. Later this week, we'll do trivia. Wanda, good night, Bruce. Blessings. Augustine, Rolling Thunder, thank you. Paul Romero, Paul, thank you for the Mac Fund contribution. All donations are gratefully accepted. Thank you very much, Paul. Appreciate it. Have a great evening, buddy. Jan, take care, Bruce. Stay safe. You're loved and loved your members show. Alex, hopefully Tesla doesn't fall to its knees tomorrow as well. I'm doubtful they'll go down much lower. Sandy, good night all. Great topics. Enjoyed you on the Tony and Dawn show. We had a good time. Isaiah Price, hi there. Any updates for New Zealand and Australia cruises? Just got told from my travel agent that the 2021 cruise season has been canceled. Just checking if it's a fact. I think it is. I think it's toast. It does not look good for Australia right now. Debbie Emanuel, great show, Bruce. Sorry, missed you earlier. Work just crazy. Debbie, I know what that's like, and I know you're busy too. Thank you for being here. Arc Adventures. Oh, last thing. When I got back into investing, our first two purchases were Microsoft at 38 and Facebook at 54. Nice. Jenny, good night from Finland. Jenny, thank you for being here. Cheers to you from Traveling with Bruce here in Creston, British Columbia, Canada. Nice to have had you here today. Kirk Brunson, great show, Bruce. Thank you, Kirk. Jan, 205 thumbs ups and climbing, man. Jean-Claude, how many ships will be stripped by Carnival, you think? They say 13 are going to be sold off, so we'll see. Brittany, great show. For reasons between us, I decided to listen in tonight. I understand. Thank you, Brittany, for being here tonight. Appreciate it. All right, guys, that's it for me. I am going to say my goodbyes. Andrew, Keto's finish for thank you. Fantastic. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your following me and encouragement. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Keep an eye on the channel. We'll keep the videos coming your way. Join me on Stock Markets with Bruce as well. And we'll see you next time. Stay warm, stay safe, stay cool, stay healthy. We'll see you next time on TWB and Stock Markets with Bruce. Thank you all for being here. Bye for now.